welcome back to my series on the best gaming and office chairs for women. My name is Lindsay Travis and I am the average female size. So this series is to talk about gaming and office chairs that are going to be the best suited for the typical woman's body. Of course, we are not built exactly the same, but there are certain considerations that tend to apply to us that I wanted to chat about. So for instance, we're a little bit shorter, we have hip bones versus just hips and extra, thighs. Our width actually is bones, is a little bit different. So certain things that I want to talk about that are going to apply to us. So I am 5'4", I'm about 140 pounds. I wear a size 28 jeans. So I'm kind of right in that meaty part of the average North American woman's body type. So hopefully I can give you some ideas of whether or not popular gaming and office chairs are going to be good for you. So let's get into it. I'm starting here with the Secretlab chairs. What you can see is I'm very fortunate to have the Omega and the Titan to compare for you, which I'm really excited about. So the biggest thing that I want you to notice when you look at them is that they're actually about the same size. I'm going to post some other photos for you to check them out, but they're not super different. Here's what I want to mention that to you. The Omega and the Titan are the two smaller chairs that come from Secretlab. So they have the Omega, the Titan, and the Titan XL. They're recommended for different heights and weights. So when you go on their website, it'll ask you to put in your height and weight, and it'll recommend the best chair for you. So for me, it was the Omega. I'm 5'4". The Omega is for people about 5'2" to 5'11". The Titan is for people from about, I believe, 5'10" to 6'3", but I'll double check that and make sure to put the specs in the description box below. And then I put in my weight, and of course I am lighter, so it had me in the Omega. So I actually got the Omega first, and here's what I want you to notice that's different between the two seats. The Omega actually has a tapered seat that has these hard sides here, and then it comes with a lumbar pillow. So these are the biggest differences between the two chairs. The lumbar pillow as opposed to the lumbar knob that you're gonna get in the Titan, and the sides here that are hard and really hug your legs, and it's tapered towards the back. Here's why the Omega did not work for me. When I sat on this Omega, which fits my exact height and weight, my hips actually really don't fit. So you can kind of see here, my hips are really from the side, touching both sides of this metal bar. And when I remove the lumbar pillow to give myself a little bit more space, I'm actually sitting back into a tapered metallic, metal piece that is holding me in. I actually find it really uncomfortable. Also, I kind of tend to sit like this sometimes, or of course the big bad sitting like this sometimes, and it's really difficult to do that in this seat because it's got the metal sides and it kind of like jams your feet and jams your thighs, and it's just really not for me. So I was actually pretty upset because I was really excited about the Secretlab chair. So I'm elated that I took the opportunity to try the Titan. The biggest reason being, as you can see, it is not that much bigger. My fear and why I didn't want to get this Titan was that I thought it was going to be giant and I was going to be swimming in it, but that's actually not the case. So I am elated. So again, the biggest thing you're going to notice, it is a little bit bigger. When you have them side by side, I bought them to the same height. The distance to the floor, I've actually got it on the lowest possible setting for both of them. And I've got, it's like a little bit taller, but nothing really major. It is a little bit wider. It's not gonna hug you as much in the seat back, which I'm actually totally fine with. The seat is flat, so if you're someone like me who sits like this, or sits like this, or sits like this, you're gonna have a lot more freedom to kind of move around. And I know that, of course we want the, leg hugging so that we can sit really perfectly straight like this and be super proper, but it's just not realistic when you are spending hours and hours at your desk. So I'm really happy to have the freedom, and the seat base is worth it for me. Again, the reason why I really want to point this all out to you is because as an average sized woman, I thought the Titan was going to be humongous. I was going to drown in it. It is not something I ever would have considered based on what the website told me for my height and weight. So I'm really glad that I tried it because I'm really happy with it, which is something that I didn't expect. The other big difference, again, so we've got the lumbar pillow here in the Omega, which again pushes you forward. If you are really short, that actually could be of a benefit to you, because what I will say is my feet, so I'm 5'4", but I am a little bit more legs than I am upper body, but I do think that's kind of typical for women. I just touched the floor, so didn't really set this up super well. Wore white socks with a white rug, but I just touched the floor. So if you are worried about your feet touching the floor and you are shorter than 5'4", you might either need to get one of those things that you put underneath your desk as a footrest, or you might want to consider the Omega if height is a big issue for you. The lumbar pillow is going to push you a little bit more forward, so it's actually going to get your feet closer to the ground if that's a consideration for you. The lumbar pillows are also sold separately, so you could also get yourself a lumbar pillow to push yourself a bit more forward. Personally, I just don't like needing accessories to make a luxury item work for me. So if I'm purchasing a luxury item, I want it to fit me exactly right. So that's why that's not something that I would probably do, but I do think that that could really work and is a really good option if that's what you need to do. So some considerations. The other biggest difference between the two, again, I said lumbar pillow. This one is a lumbar knob. So on the side of the seat, right here, we've got this knob that you're gonna be able to turn backwards and forwards to adjust the lumbar. It's great. I really like it. Again, it's something that I thought was going to be too high on me because I am technically too short for this chair, but it actually sits about right here in the seat. And I know this is awkward, but I want to show you my actual body in the chair while I show you everything so that you can see how I fit. So it's actually right here in the seat. So it's actually fitting right in the curvature of my back. So it's actually fitting me really well, which was a concern that I did have about the Titan. I thought that the lumbar support wasn't going to be useful for me at all. It's got a few other features. Both of them have the 4D armrest, which means they move forwards and backwards, and you can move them side to side. Oh gosh, forwards and backwards. And you can move it side to side, and you can move them up and down. Da-da-da. So both of them have that. I really like that as someone who sits pretty close to my desk. I like that these go lower than a typical desk so that I can fit them underneath. Another thing I want you to consider is the width of armrests. So again, a lot of larger chairs are going to have a wider seat base, which seems really great for the old hips, but that can sometimes mean that the armrests are much farther away from you, which is not ideal. So these actually are pretty decently sized and close together. I don't feel like my arms are super far away from me. I actually compared them nose to nose, put the armrests beside each other. There was not a huge difference between the two. So again, the Titan is just winning on all points for me. So I'm really, really glad that I tried it out. I was really all about the Omega, that it was gonna fit me, got it, didn't like it, was very upset, and I'm so, so glad that I took the opportunity to try the Titan because it is a really great chair. It's so comfortable. You can see I'm glowing after sitting in bed chairs for so long. I'm really, really excited to have it. And yeah, this is going to be one of the best ones for you. As far as price range goes, these are in the middle category, so they fall between about $500 and $700 depending on which one you get and which fabric you choose. They come in the premium TPU, leather, they come in a fabric pattern, and then they also come in the really nice premium TPU where you can get certain fandoms. It's a little bit nicer of the leather, as you can see. Surprising no one. I got the lovely Mr. J, which I'm really, really excited about. They also have a really cool Batman one. And certain ones that might match your fandoms that are both really subtle and really bright and fun. They actually did a really nice Black Friday and holiday sale. I think they do things like that relatively often, but I wouldn't sit and wait for it. The shipping is included and they come, you gotta build them. The return policy is not super ideal. You do need to take it apart yourself and cover your return shipping. So that's why I really, really wanna give you a good look at it before you decide to order it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will answer any questions for you because I do really want to talk about this one because I don't want anyone to make the same mistake that I did. So ultimately I netted out super well. I love this chair. I'm really happy to have it and I'm thrilled to be able to recommend it to you as a great option for women. And of course, surprising no one, I made sure to get the Joker version. So all in all, I love the Titan. I'm really excited to be able to recommend it to you as a great chair, as a really great option for a gaming chair for typical women. It also gives you a little bit more space if you're bigger than me. It's gonna fit you if you're taller than me. It'll still probably fit you if you're shorter than me. So I'm really, really happy about that. I'm glad that I took the plunge and tried the Titan because I probably wouldn't have unless I was encouraged to. So I'm really, really glad that I did. I will be back with more reviews of other gaming and office chairs for women, so please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button so that I show up in your results, subscribe so that you won't miss out on my new videos chatting about other gaming and office chairs. I'm really, really excited to be doing this project. I can't wait to tell you more about them, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.